first of all, I want to welcome everybody to this, our 12th annual Musky outing, and thanks to Larry Ramsell. Where's Larry? He's back there. We started this 12 years ago with Larry, and we're honored to have him back every year. We're going to start with Luke Ronnestrand.
All right, how many of you guys this is the first time on the lake? Quite a few. Well, I'll just let you know kind of the general lay of the lake. The great thing about Vermilion Dam, where you're staying right here, is it's centrally located. We literally sit right in the middle of the lake. The best thing is it's about 8 miles to Wakemup Bay, and it's about 11 miles to Daisy Bay. So, how many of you guys brought small bucktails with you? Good. It's definitely a lake that the feeding windows are really important. Majors, minors, moonrise, and moonset. Brett, you ready to go? Yeah.
Their first time up here fishing. How many people have trolled before? How many people have trolled on Canadian Shield? What you want is a rod's got a soft tip. First of all, that's going to show you your bait action. You're going to know if you got weeds on. When you're really bashing baits into rocks, you want to run a longer leader. This is a 5-foot to 60-inch leader. This rod is at least 17 years old. This reel is one of the original ones they came out with, which was almost 10 years ago now. So that's the nice thing. Invest in good stuff. It's going to last you. And the last couple of years, we've got these baits called headlocks. There's one that's about 2.5 times fatter. Same body shape, and a little bit, and not so much longer lip, but wider lip. And that's called the Matlock, after him. The other bait we troll a lot in the fall are the real big rubber baits.
I got a rain jacket. It's 300 miles. Yeah. I can't get around that one. I can only stop so many courses. Good luck, guys.
Line behind that pin, yeah, and it's good to go. With the inline boards, increase the pressure, by tilting forward, open real easy.
Wow, that's nice.
Otherwise, when they're locked up, you can pull all you want, and it's not coming out.
If you want to catch fish, this is the book you need. Right here.
At a lake.
Eric, you got one too. You got what, a 40,
42. I got mine in the weeds on the west end.
Okay.
On a bucktail.
Okay, what color?
Green.
Green, okay. Okay, Marcus, you got a 44 and a half today?
Right at dark, 6:30.
Okay, so close to the mid.
Yeah, right at sunset.
Okay, so the speaker we have tonight is Duane Williams. Duane is the fisheries manager of our lake. He's our DNR fisheries manager. An example is recently we had a 56-inch fish that came up, floated up on Head of Lakes this summer. One of our guests picked it up. It was fairly fresh. And so Duane, we got the jawbones out of the fish for Duane. He aged the fish at what, 14, 15 years, we figured? Because we want to know how long.
So we don't get those opportunities to look at the big fish very often to age them. And, like Ed said, there was an opportunity for us. And aging big fish, older fish, tends to be, it gets more difficult as they get older. Fish will lay down growth rings on the bony structures, just very similar to tree rings. But when they get older, those rings get very close together on the outside edge of the structure, and it gets difficult to age. That's about the top end that I'm aware of in any waters in Minnesota, that has the leech lake strain. As far as length is concerned, and as you guys know, the girth varies a lot.
Dusty guided a guy, I don't know if you heard about this fish that was caught on the St. Louis River. It was like 2010, was it?
2 years ago.
Yeah, What was it? What was the size? That was a huge hybrid.
48.5 by 28.5 inch tiger, and it was length and girth. Put it at 49 pounds, and I lifted it up after Charlie was holding the picture and put it back. And it was one of the bigger rascals I ever wrestled with before. But
Monster fish.
It's going to be blowing out of the southwest about 15 to 20 tomorrow. It's going to be cold. The guys that are fishing shallow maybe want to try it, and if the fish aren't there, I would maybe try backing off. Maybe try throwing bulldogs if you're not going to find the fish shallow like the guys that caught fish today.
Bill, you fish the East End primary a lot, don't you? Or do you get down
East
here?
End a lot, because
Yeah.
it's right there, and then I like the middle up in Fraser Bay too, this time of year, especially. And we fished rocks today. We fished just a little bit of weeds, but and we threw Martian green flashers of various sizes. We went from number 10 blades down to number 7 blades, and the fish we saw came in on 8 blades.
One thing I know about this guy is he is as hardcore as they come. He doesn't back off. He goes at it.
We literally just threw 3 baits out there. We didn't even change colors once. We're just sticking with it. We had all black. The whole boat was black and just throw it. Yeah, I don't know what they're fighting. Throw black. We're not catching them. Let's just keep black out.
The one thing I know about Bob is he definitely pays attention to every detail, and just from talking to him, and I think he could shed some light on today what your thoughts are so far.
Based on I guess what I saw leading up to this weekend, what I'm hearing about the success. I mean, we had some awesome fish caught today. I think your best bet is shallow, 10 feet or less. I mean, that's what basically all the fish that have been encountered.
edition. And when I got it done, I gave it to a writer friend of mine to review. And he said, well, you got everything in there but the kitchen sink. So in the back of volume 2, I even got a kitchen sink. But there's 1,374 pages with over 750 historic photographs. And even at that, there's still an error in volume 1 because since this was published, we've learned that the Ken O'Brien Canadian record was also stretched a little bit, so it wasn't as big as claimed. So I put everything I had in it, so what used to be a book less than this is now 1,374 pages.
It's 2 books.
Yeah. So took me 3 months to do volume 1, working 18 hours a day, 7 days a week, and got the second volume done in 1 month. So I had to go fishing and I had to get it done. So I worked hard. Enough's enough. And what you'll see also in here is catch and release wasn't known until the late 70s. So all these fish are going to be dead. And as you can see, they didn't care what size they were, and they didn't stop when they got one. So that probably hurt musky fisheries for a long time, this kind of slaughter here. Lake Vermilion is probably the premier musky fishery in Minnesota. In fact, one of the premier musky fisheries in North America right now. You know, we had a little goofy weather this weekend, and we still got some really nice fish, a 52 and a 50 and a bunch of mid to upper 40s. And you know, when things are tough, these fish can still be caught. It's just a matter of putting in the time, and you got a fisher here that's got a lot of fish, and somebody always gets in front of a good fish before the weekend's over. Always enjoy my my weekends here at Vermilion Dam Lodge. It's in the, you know, right in the middle of the lake. You can go to the east end, you can go to the west end, you fish in the middle. The fish are, you know, they're easily accessible. You don't have to run out of half a tank of gas to get to the musky spots. You can go 10 minutes from dock and be past many musky spots. So it's just a tremendous thing. You don't have to know the lake well to get around from here, and you can still be close to very big muskies. And of course, as far as the hospitality, the crew here is unbelievable. The food is unbelievable. Anything you need is taken care of immediately. They help you load your boat and unload your boat. They feed you till you can't eat anymore. I usually have to fast for a day or two after I get home after eating all this good food up here. The food is just tremendous.
We've been up to Lake Vermilion since I've been a kid with my dad. He's brought us up here. Started coming back again about 4 or 5 years ago. The lake has definitely progressed as a musky lake. We've had plenty of action this weekend. Caught one 50-inch fish, numerous pike, 3 of them over 30 inches, 1 over 40. It's been an excellent weekend.
Right at about 2:30, I ended up getting this big fish that hit. All you see is this flash when it hit the lure and started turning away, and you just instantly, it's big fish. And yeah, it took about 5 minutes to reel it in and get everything untangled, and finally measured it, and it's a 47.5 incher.
Nice.
So it's a personal best for me for now.
Oh, the hospitality in the program was great. The knowledge you gain from everybody, the networking you get from talking to people, you can't beat that. Personally, talking to people like that'll give you all the knowledge, where sometimes people won't tell you anything but where'd you catch the fish? In the water.
Well, I'm Dustin Carlson with Northland Muskie Adventures, and Lake Vermilion is one of the lakes that I guide here in northeastern Minnesota besides the St. Louis River. And when Ed has his outing in the fall time, he has some of the top guides in the lake that participate in the outing. We have a panel, usually 1 or 2 nights during the outing, that we talk about the lake, we talk about the patterns that are going on, talk about fishing structure, whether it's casting or trolling. And the benefit of the outing is you learn a lot. You virtually cut your learning curve in half if you're a new angler coming up here trying to learn the lake, because Lake Vermilion's 40,000 acres. It's one of the largest lakes in Minnesota and has absolutely some giant muskies in the lake. And so one of the things we love to do is try to help people, educate them. And it's not a competition, it's an outing. Everybody shares information, because the goal at the end of the outing is we want everybody to try to catch as much fish and to stay on top of fish and have a great time.
I've been coming up here for 2 years now for this outing, and fortunate for me, this is the second year I got to fish with Musky, and it's just been a fantastic time. I have learned so much, proper figure eights, how to get these big bulldogs out there. It's just been great. Can't wait till next year. I'll be back.
Just in case she comes up and eats your bait. Oh, no, of course you get tangled up. Here, I'll take it.